Hello, my name is Ray. Welcome to my channel. Today I am vlogging myself making a sweater for my spouse. They picked the yarn themselves, so I am working on, I have the hank here around my legs because I don't have a, what's it called? The thingy. You know what I'm talking about, the thingy. So I'm gonna wind it by hand, and then I will use my yarn winder to wind it into a nice little cake, and then I'm gonna get started on it. Okay, I have just finished winding the first ball. I'm only going to do one ball at a time because I find it's just so exhausting to wind so many by hand. So I do them one at a time, and as I run out, I just do a new one. So I'm going to get started and cast on. I've made this pattern before, so it should be not too painful, but I will check in with you later. I have just finished the like the neck shaping of this, and I'm wearing the finished one that I made last year. Yeah, that's all. So I just pretty well finished the first ball. I just have that. So I thought that'd be a good time to do a little update. Yoke is almost done. I have 8 rows left. I'm starting to wonder if I should have been alternating skeins just because the pooling, but I don't know how much of a difference it would make. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It definitely is giving like beach vibes as the yarn color is. So I'm gonna get started on winding the next ball of yarn and then continue and hopefully finish the yoke by tomorrow. The yoke is officially finished, so now we can finally use the barber cord I bought back in November and split for the sleeves, which is very exciting for me. I'm very excited for this. It's gonna be fun. And I thought we could just sit and chat while I do it about this pattern, because like I mentioned before, this is my second time making this pattern. I really love it, and I think this pattern also leaves for a lot of flexibility with it, which is great. We love that. I've always just done the seed stitch with it as written, but I could see how you could like totally alter it, change it, maybe even add in some cute cables with it, and that would be really fun. I just personally haven't given that a try, but maybe I'll make a third one and do that. But yeah, I also really love how quickly this pattern works up. I made some alterations to it basically. I think this pattern actually calls for fingering weight held with mohair or something like that, and on 4.5mm needles. I use a worsted or DK with 5.5mm needles, and it works up so much faster, which, like, you know, I was just saying to Journey actually the other day, I love working on fingering weight projects, but they take so freaking long that it's nice to kind of just have like a DK weight or worsted weight project on the go at the same time. I'm at one of the raglan increases, so remove marker, knit 5, remove marker, and now we get to try out the barber cord. So I did test it once with these needles and it seemed to work okay. I do wish the tube was a little bit wider, but I'm gonna do this very gently, so it should be fine. Hell yeah. Oh, this is so much nicer than the way I used to do it, which was taking a needle and thread and threading it through ever so carefully. I mean, like, this is still doing it carefully, but like so much faster. This is a game changer, I'm not gonna lie. Get the last, come on, one more stitch. Oh, that's why there's no space for it to slide. And there we go. It's on there. So I'm gonna leave quite a bit of space so that Journey can try this on. And the stitches have a little bit of room to slide around. Oh, that feels so much better than having to use needle thread. And this is reusable. After I'm done this, I can just untie this instead of like cutting it and reuse this. And so like it comes in like this massive spool. I got it off Amazon for like 15 bucks. It smells so freaking bad. It smells like chemicals. But this will last me forever. I'll never need to buy more, I feel, unless I lose that, which it'd be pretty hard for me to lose such a big thing, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's that really. Now I'm just gonna do the other side as well. I'm very happy with this. Anyways, I'm going to go and update you probably once I finish this ball. I'm on the second one. Oh, but maybe before I go, I'll show you my cute stitch markers. I have meow, kitty cats, and stop squeaking, foxes. Very cute. They're from the same shop. I can't remember what the name is right now. I'll put it up on the screen though. The cats I bought for myself, and then Journey got me the foxes for Christmas last year. So
I don't know. I'm remembering how I felt when I
okay, so it has been a while since I've touched this. It's been probably about 3 weeks. But I was finishing up some smaller projects, and then also I had the Firebird, which I talked about in my knitting plans video. I had all that yarn vomit, and since we're moving at the end of the month, I was like, I need to deal with that first. So now that that's finally dealt with, I have put that away, and this is actually my only knitting project I have out now. I'm keeping the Firebird out in the off chance I finish this in the next 2 weeks. I don't think I will, but I do have the Firebird out as a backup, but that's going to be like, this is priority now. So yeah, I'm back to working on this. Last time we spoke, I think I'd split for sleeves, and now I'm just working up the rest of the body, and we'll see if I have this done by the time we move. We might, just based on this being the only project I have out, and like all my yarn is packed now. Like I packed it all up yesterday actually, and it's all taped up and closed so I can't get at it. So if I want to knit, it's gotta be on this. And I've been doing a lot of knitting lately, so we shall see. I'm just watching some YouTube. I finally caught up on my subscriptions, in the sense of I have YouTubers that I keep on top of religiously that I had fallen behind on, and then there's some that I just I throw their videos that I'm interested in my watch later, and so you know, I have a handful of videos in my watch later that I'll work through at some point in life. I've got under 100 videos in there now, which is pretty good for me, because usually I have at least 200 videos in there. But yeah, so I'm just gonna watch some YouTube and knit until dinner probably. Okay, I have finished another ball. I actually, we just finished watching the most recent English episodes of the Apothecary Diaries, so I wound this up in a ball while we were watching that, like the next hank. Unfortunately, I did pack my ball winder, so I'm gonna be just winding by hand for a while, which is fine. I actually have to wind by hand first when I'm using hanks, because I don't have a Swift. But yeah, so I've attached this. Should I try this on? Maybe I'll just there's not much progress on it so far. Like, it doesn't even cover my chest completely yet. And this is for Journey, so it's gonna be a bit longer because Journey is taller than me. But yeah, onwards. So we're on this ball now. I don't know. Or we just finished. Got that much left, so I don't think it's gonna last one more row. So we're about here. So I think 2 more balls, and then I'll be able to do the ribbing of this. So that's nice. And it'll just be the sleeves. So hopefully that is the case. That's going well though. Been watching movies while I work on this. So I just thought I'd do a little update because I actually just got home from, not just, I got home like an hour ago, but I had stuff to do. I got home from my local library, decided to start a sip and stitch group. And it was so much fun. Like, it was like a fiber arts group. You bring a drink, you bring your project, and you just work on it together. It was so much fun. I was a little bit worried. It's the first time that they've run it. And I was worried I was gonna show up and I was gonna be like the youngest person by like 30 or 40 years. But actually, I was pleasantly surprised to find out I was the youngest person, but not by a whole lot. Like, there were some people that looked like they were in their early 30s. So that was nice. But everyone was so nice. It was so much fun. It was great. So, you know, we just sat and worked on our projects for like an hour. Some of us stayed a little bit late because we had the event room. Well, the library was closing an hour after. So some of us stayed a little bit longer before we left. And it was a great time. I had so much fun. And I got some good work on this project done. Obviously, I didn't film while I was there. Just because, like, I didn't want to make anyone uncomfortable. I'm not super comfortable filming in public places, to be honest. But yeah, it was so much fun. And yeah, I got another inch or 2 done. I'm not done this ball yet. I still got lots. But yeah, I'll see you later. Okay, so I just had Journey try on the sweater, and it is ready for ribbing. So it hits right at the top of their waistline, basically. So then it'll be 2 inches of ribbing, or 7 centimeters. And it grows a lot when you wash it. This is just a very, very stretchy stitch. It's like a broken rib, so it's very, very stretchy vertically and horizontally, actually. But yeah, so I'm gonna get started on that. I actually didn't even finish this ball either, so that's nice. And I'm actually going down 2 needle sizes because when I did mine, I went down 1 needle size, and it didn't quite feel like enough, to be honest. Like, it's like the cuffs don't really they don't cinch like this one does, where it's like, okay, that is clearly the cuff. It just feels like it's continuous. So yeah, I'm going down 2 needle sizes to see if that fixes it. If not, it's whatever. It should though. Okay, so it's done. I just finished the ribbing. I did realize halfway through the ribbing I did make a small mistake. So on the ribbing here, you can see right here there's purl bumps, because I knit every stitch that should have been purled, and I purled every stitch that should have been knit. So it just kind of made it a little bit wonky. It's still fun. I'm still just gonna keep moving forward and go with it. But it is not perfect. But when is it? Anyways, I have to go get some thread so I can do a tubular bind off now. Let's see if I can remember how to do it.
My cupcakes, they were pristine. My daughter's smash cake, pristine. I've seen some of their work, and it's just as good as your work. And for you to sit here and like downplay or demean and diminish somebody who's just trying to pay their bills, which is really disgusting me, and telling of your just entitlement. And that's what the problem is these homemakers have this entitlement and this superiority. Somebody has to start somewhere. People start somewhere. And not everyone has the means or the capability to be a homemaker. They might not have the kitchen, they might not have the free time, and to just go on that rant like you did was just disgusting to me.
But like I just mentioned, there was plenty of videos uploaded by bakers that didn't have the same opinions as the first 2 videos we just watched. Like there's this one.
Okay, so I'm on the last couple stitches for binding off. I thought I would yap while I did it. I love tubular bind offs. It takes so long and it's like a little bit annoying. I get it. I understand the hatred, but I find it so meditative. Like I've just been sitting here like watching YouTube videos, hanging out, and it's so nice. I love it. And we're basically at the end. Last 2 stitches. And there we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna just weave in this end, and then I guess it'll be time to cast on the first sleeve, which is really exciting because I think last time I made this, the sleeves worked up so quickly. Like I think I finished a sleeve over the course of a weekend, maybe, and not like a dedicated weekend knitting time, just like casually knitting. And honestly, I'm starting to think I'm actually gonna have this done by the time we move, which would be really nice. Yeah, so I'll catch up with you soon. Okay, so I totally got too excited and I forgot this is how much yarn I had left after finishing the body. So I'm not gonna start on this. I'm going to go get another hank and I'm gonna wind it first and then start on this sleeve. Just because I feel like that's gonna get me like only like a couple of rows, so I'm gonna save that for like leftover if I need some at the end for whatever reason. Oh, maybe I'll use it for sewing on the pockets because I am gonna be adding pockets to this. So it has been a couple days since I've updated, and by that I mean like a week. But I finished the sleeves and I'm working on the bottom band now, like this. Yeah, so we're making some pretty good progress on it. Still got lots to do. Yeah, it's a double knitted button band. I love double knitting, but I don't love doing it on such a short area like this where it's only 9 stitches. It's tedious, but we're almost done it. Well, on the one side we're about halfway down, and then it's the collar, but yeah, the sleeves are done, they're cute, and we are moved now. So that's why it's been a bit of a hot minute since an update. Yeah. Okay, so I have finished the button bands. Boop, and boop, boop. This one has the holes for the buttons, and I finished weaving in all the ends for those. So now all that's left is the collar and the pockets. Okay, I finished the collar, I've weaved in the ends. So this is how the jack element, okay, so I haven't sewn on the buttons yet, but this is basically how it's supposed to look if you make it to a pattern. It's a little bit big on me because this is for Journey, and Journey's a bit taller than I am. So, yeah, this is actually almost how mine fits after blocking. Mine's a little bit longer here, the sleeves are a little bit longer. Yeah, because it stretches a lot. I also did this using a worsted weight yarn with bigger needles, so obviously it's going to grow a bit more because of that. There's more room for the stitches to grow. But yeah, so next I'm going to actually be adding some pockets here and here. I did that to mine as well because I really wanted pockets on it, so I bought some extra yarn in anticipation of doing that. So yeah, that's not going to happen tonight. It will probably happen later this week. I gotta do some cleaning up before I head out to karate. I'm not gonna have time for it. Okay, so Journey very kindly blocked this a couple weeks ago, and then we've just been forgetting to film this. Hello! But yeah, here's a finished sweater. Got nice deep pockets, which was my complaints with the pockets I made last time. So these ones are good. It fits you. And you love it?
I do love it.
Yeah. And you're not being held at gunpoint to say that?
We're in Canada.